That one being a big one for 2025, but also our elongated cushion cuts. Those really have risen to the top. Earlier in 2024, we were seeing tons of ovals, but it started to really creep into the elongated cushion look. And so I would say for 2025, those are going to be the two cuts that are going to come to the top. Welcome back to the Rings and Things podcast. I'm your host, Simone, CEO at Wove, and your new favorite jeweler. So this season, I have talked to you about all the details. We've talked about the 4 C's, we've talked about settings, we've talked about metals, but at this point, we're probably ready to start designing, right? Like we're ready to start kind of putting these things together. And so what I want to do is give you my predictions of what's really going to be popping in 2025. There's many of us that have dreamt about our engagement ring for literal decades, but there's a lot of us who are like, I have no idea where to start. I'm not a fashion girly. I'm not a stylist. I don't even stack jewelry today. And so this might be your first time really thinking about a piece of jewelry that you have to take seriously. So I want to help you out. I want to be the person that's going to say, look, here's what I would do. So this entire episode is going to be Simone's faves, Simone's predictions, Simone's opinions, just based on what I see in the market and what I think will be cool. So let's get into it. So my first prediction is the rise of mixed metals. And low key, it's already starting to begin. My favorite is actually having that yellow gold band with the basket of your ring being white gold. It's that perfect mix of the best of both worlds. You're getting that yellow gold band that's super beautiful and complements so many skin tones so well, but then you're also getting that yellow gold basket. It'll make sure that your diamond sparkles through and through. Mixed metals also give us a really nice transition to some of the jewelry you're probably already wearing. Whether you're a silver girly or a warm gold girly, a mixed metal diamond ring is gonna fit whatever you have on. If you also haven't decided which side of the coin you are, a mixed metal diamond ring sits nicely with either one. All right, so the next one I have is very bold avant-garde styles that are gonna push the boundaries of that traditional setting. A style I see fitting into this trend really well is taking our standard trois et moi and kind of twisting the setting of those stones a little bit, kind of putting them to where they're not perfectly symmetrical. You've got a decent carat size on both of those stones. Maybe one of those stones is a gemstone of some style or a champagne-y diamond color, but really kind of pushing the boundaries of what's standard in a trois et moi setting. And that's the perfect segue for colored gemstones coming center stage in our engagement rings. This trend has kind of been happening for a little while now, but I think it's just going to keep blowing up in 2025. We're seeing a lot of blue sapphires, emeralds, rubies coming into that center spot, and it's really because people are starting to take it to the next level on telling their story around their engagement ring. There are so many different hues and cut combinations you can have with gemstones, and it also fits our budget a bit better sometimes. It gives you that storytelling element while still making sure that you're creating a ring that doesn't break the bank, but also doesn't look like everybody else. I love colored gemstones for your engagement ring. Just make sure you're choosing a gemstone that has a 7 or higher on the Mohs hardness scale. So unfortunately, that means pearls are out. In terms of cuts for 2025, obviously Selena Gomez has really brought marquee diamonds up to center stage. So I'm going to see that one being a big one for 2025, but also our elongated cushion cuts. Those really have risen to the top. Earlier in 2024, we were seeing tons of ovals, but it started to really creep into the elongated cushion look. And so I would say for 2025, those are going to be the two cuts that are going to come to the top. That marquee cut and that elongated cushion cut. My last but not least favorite prediction of a trend for engagement rings in 2025 is that east-west setting. This is a setting, again, another thing that I learned as I started really getting into the jewelry space. I had never seen an engagement ring set east-west style. East-west style just means that it sits horizontal instead of vertical. I love the east-west setting for those elongated cuts. So the elongated cushion, oval, your emeralds, that can really give you a modern twist on a classic cut of a diamond while still having tons of personality and just a really cool way of flipping the traditional engagement ring. I also love east-west settings for non-engagement ring rings. So for me, when I turned one as CEO of Wove, I bought myself a marquee cut east-west set diamond ring, and I'm obsessed with her. It is going to be one of the pillars of my jewelry collection. Similar to Selena, we saw Zendaya get engaged this year, and her engagement ring was also east-west set. So it's really cool to see these celebrities and our style icons start to showcase just all the different variations of engagement rings that are really out there, and all of them are attainable for your engagement ring. Working directly with a jewelry designer helps you to really explore all of those options, and they'll also usually show you some things you didn't know about before. And that's a wrap. Those are my predictions for the big trends for engagement rings in 2025. And just like that, we're out of champagne. What an incredible season. It was an honor to share all the things that I've learned in this jewelry industry in the last year that I've been at Wove. It has been an incredible journey. We started this year going viral with Taylor Swift and our amazing bracelet that we launched with Michelle Wee West, and we have been helping hundreds and hundreds of clients create their dream rings ever since. I'm so excited for you to take everything you've learned from this podcast and apply it to your next fine jewelry piece or your dream engagement ring. Cheers to our next glass on your special day.